You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. We they stream on Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring this edition come to you this Thursday morning. My name is Khadija Bangora.
And Mina Mebel Kaba, good morning. Today is Thursday, the 16th day of October 2025. Inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we will continue the conversation we get for do with the issue of drugs in our salon currently. And one group we seem for be very moderate from where this whole conversation starts. Now they want for share the light on this morning because then they get a very huge following, then get a congregation where they look up to them and can always listen when they talk. Now that makes the Liberty Online TV decide say one for year from the moral guarantors in our society when at the interreligious council let we can know waiting and waiting themselves they do for ensure say they help and the fight against drugs. Now that's what they can look at inside this edition of the Breakfast Show.
And also, as so they continue with the conversation we get for do with drugs, especially termed like this, where salon name continue for dinner the international media, but drugs and also the Netherlands government, they say Salon being harbor a drug fugitive we go by the name of Bello Jos, but according to the Inspector General of Police, we the last time we he talk about this particular individual, he said then Sabiam for be Omar Sheriff and then we don't mount investigation for no Usai Omar Sheriff Day. Up till now, the police no comment for give the general public, but Omar Sheriff, Usai Ide, and how far the investigation don't go. And according to the Netherlands government, some believe say this particular fugitive day na Salon and they don't ask the Salon government for let the extradite them go na the Netherlands let it go stand trial for things then we get for do with drugs and murder. And over the weekend we see another scandal but Salon image again, as they say, the Dubai government may extradite an individual when they allege say na this same Bello just where the Netherlands government say it dey Salon na in broader law and then catch him with diplomatic passport allegedly. Although the government of Sierra Leone from Sunday, where this particular allegation they all over the national and international media, they're not able for come out yet for give a statement, clear the air whether now true say this particular individual where they extradite from Dubai go Turkey, it gets Salon diplomatic passport. We don't they try for get the Minister of Foreign Affairs, they don't they make promises for a calm and clear the air, but not able to get a it. Hopefully, we will continue for try and the Minister of Foreign Affairs will come and speak to the general public if Salon diplomatic passport, they are the wrong people they are. And we continue the conversation we get for do with the Kush. As you all know, so many videos they viral, how young people their life them they be wasted about this particular substance, where if FIBA like say a rampant right now in the country, and young people their life they be wasted. And as a media, we get the responsibility for continue for talk until the authority them we get the powers, take the necessary action them. We don't see repeatedly, according to a press release where the police been pulled inside April, then say fingers on the point at an individual with name Madam Admire Biose. In one of the people where they sell the Kush, but then go searching us, they're not able to see nothing. The police be saying they investigate. Up till now, they not come out with a report. Now, all the issues there, what they can discuss for now inside this edition of the Breakfast Show. When at the studio, we get Thomas Dixon, where now a journalist and also a social commentator, where they talk on issues them, where they affect society. And if we talk about drugs, now a societal issue. And if we talk about drugs, now issue of social issues them, we want to discuss this morning. Good morning, Thomas.
Yeah, good morning.
And also, we get the moral guarantor them, when at the Interreligious Council. Plenty term them where issues then can affect the country. 10 them for the COVID, 10 them for the Ebola, 10 them for the war. The Interreligious Council been stand by society. They be come out and call the wrongdoings. But all of a sudden, we see this particular organization done silent, especially we'll talk about issues that will get for do drugs or Kush. Maybe then they get backdoor negotiation with authority them, we don't know. But that's make we get them now. So we get Reverend Jesse Fona. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Khadija. Good morning, Mabel.
It's been a while.
Yes, happy for the here today. Thank you for inviting me to this beautiful studio. When I don't just set up, we're glad that when I don't set them up. At least God been getting reason for when I move on and 98 for come here. When I don't create more impact, don't reach more people, for which we're very much grateful. Thank you for inviting me. For I don't call you when they come, so that I make no come. So when I don't call you today, we don't know when I rescue, but they are.
All right, thank you, and my pleasure for get you this morning. As we don't set the pace of the conversation, I want for look at critical issues then this morning. And like I say, since some of we been small during the war term, we see the role owner play as moral guarantor them. We see how religious council don't they mediate, don't they help for reduce some tension they now a problem right now for Salon. Firstly, as moral guarantor them, how now take this particular issue we get for do with drugs to the point that the Netherlands government they accuse Salon say they harbor a dangerous person within they look for by the name of Bello Jos. And this same person, we don't they see pictures of him, go viral videos, na a church service with the president. They allege say they in love with the president picking a video of him will go viral, then see her with the president and the president in farm. So he's very close to powers.
Well, as an interreligious council, we're a moral guarantors of the peace of this country. We are very much concerned about any issue we get an importance on the country of Sierra Leone. And the issue of drugs in country, we are very much concerned because it will destroy the working force of the nation of Sierra Leone, we young people. Where the shout say, we young people are the future leaders of the country, but if we're not able to give them what they need for make them become effective in their work, for make them future leaders not go work. And worst of all today, if they don't get into drugs, it don't destroy them completely. I don't engage the mayor of the city of Freetown. They don't share with me the number of people within the mayor per day in this country. The Interreligious Council very, very concerned. We're also concerned about the rumors, what they read, the allegations when they happened. Whether it's true or it's not true, it's not like I say, when they lost the gains they will not make over the years of the respect that people they get for this country and the value they get for this country. So as a council, we are very much concerned. In fact, one of our meetings, I remember one of the Hajja Fatma Tawuri, we don't explain about the danger, the effect of way drug and the picking them we don't see. It literally burst crying at one of the meetings that we even get. So we are very much concerned. The introduction say we have been very much moderate. Thank God we say we're moderate. I tell you, we don't ever keep quiet. We are on this work. We're business, we're in our greatest strength, that is country as a council. Now for speak to the consciences of people. And how would they do this? Would they preach on Sundays? We'll preach on Fridays, in community meetings, whenever we get opportunity, we did one. But I make one understand, say, the Interreligious Council, now an institution we get umbrella bodies within the work with. We get 6 Christian umbrella bodies, the Catholic Church, the Pentecostal Fellowship, Council of Churches in Sierra Leone, Seventh-day Adventist, we get the Strategic Evangelistic Network, and those are the 6 umbrella bodies. Now we have about 8 Islamic umbrella bodies who they work with. So what way they do, we just have to coordinate them. When meeting day or something that we need for address, when they come together. But those individual institutions, they do tremendous work in this country. I'll give an example. The Pentecostal Fellowship of Sierra Leone don't conduct series of workshops and seminars for young people in this country on drugs. The Council of Churches in Sierra Leone don't they do similar thing. In fact, they don't build a psychosocial care home, na Magboroka, then what of the city of Freetown for targeting people that did not. By God's special grace, that building they go be officially opened on the 4th of November. So we are doing our work and addressing the kush. So for answer your question, we are concerned that it is a menace. We are concerned that it destroy the country. We are concerned that it destroy the image of this nation. And the gains that we will not make, would they lost them.
For so many people, based on the national response, we don't happen so far, and waiting with the scene and videos them of the number of young people they get in contact with these drugs and they become victims. Some they even lost their life, and some in a critical position as we talk. From the Interreligious Council, waiting us seem for the work right. We make instead of the numbers they reduce, it seem for the add every day.
Yesterday, we get an opportunity for interface with the Minister of Internal Affairs and the Inspector General of Police. We come together in our executive committee in our office, and we ask series of questions. And one of the things that we ask them about, now one of the things that for answer your question, we ask them the question, what should we be talking about when we talk about drugs in Sierra Leone this time? Is it the victims, these boys where they take and girls where they take the kush, or the tramadol way, then they die, then they get into food? That therefore be we focus of discussion, or that the one day where they bring the drugs inside the country. If drugs don't come inside the country, nobody no go buy them. What about them when they sell them? Are you telling me that we don't know who side and they and who side then they walk around? So one of the things we think they go wrong are the fact that the government or the security forces not able to identify the people where they bring the drugs into the country. If then they identify them, they're not able to reinforce the law for not able to get them going. In a discussion yesterday, a revelation came out for say there are about 140 cases where police to arrest. Some of them are detention. Some of them are foreigners. But they're not able, no courts not their way, don't fast track the judgment so that they will bring them come to book. So one of the things that we don't go wrong are the fact that they're not able to identify the people, or the one way they don't identify within a detention, the court system, the judicial system, too slow for bringing them come to book. You just don't report now about accusation the way it don't happen. People say when they do investigation, they cannot come and tell the public who's at the investigation on the investigation on the change at this point in time. So these are all lapses when they make the fight against Kush unable for them at all.
When you look at the national response, from the time when the president declared the issue of drugs as an emergency to now, you go fair not say people don't even accuse the security apparatus we're supposed to make arrests, for example, say there has been compromise, because if compromise not there, a lot of people they way them for don't take to book by now, or even the Omar Sheriff for them say they may see the last time for don't come public, or then for don't tell the public how far they don't go with the investigation. Up till now, all here, then still they hanging, and we see young people for the Kush and the Tramadol, then still they get access to them. You think then the government's commitment, that political will they for fights against drugs, based on all the instances then they want to make mention of?
By all indications, by which you don't say, they are so negative for sure say the political will is not there. Because if you did, we for don't see them. That is just the plain fact. But again, when you talk to government, like you say, they get the excuses when they give. And if we take the excuses by anything for go by, then it means we are really not making any headway. Because these are the issue of accuse somebody and we say, no, I'm not doing this. Like one of the things that we talked yesterday at the meeting, we tell them, say, if government really serious about this matter, one, they'll get a special court where they fast track the people that were dedicated to this issue. And then bring a report come. Not only fast track them, but if they find them guilty, they find for jail them, confiscate them, property them. When people that they bring the drug, they say 1 or 2 term, they go stop for do. Or even if you come with the drug, you don't go there to take out for seller for you, you don't go bring a car back into the country. So even then one day when they collaborate for seller, if they're able to catch them, then they imprison them, they confiscate their property. When others they see them, they go afraid for going to that business day. But if government don't do that one day, they go afraid for say the political will is not there. And until they do that, we see them, they will be satisfied that they are joining us to fight the fight against Kush.
All right, continue for the way to the program. In case you just tune in today, we continue with the conversation we get for do drugs, especially we campaign Salon Image internationally and the Kush, where plenty videos then they out there of young people that were they into this particular Kush, how they destroy them, and what in governments they do for ensure say the people that way they bring this particular substance, or the one that way they bring the chemical, then the one that way they make them, the one that way they sell them, then take serious legal action against them. We get Reverend Jesse Fona from the Interreligious Council with me in the studio. They tell we how disappointed the Interreligious Council be. And now one person believes say there is no political will we campaign the fight against drugs. Look, I listen to a journalist and also a social commentator, Thomas Dixon, as himself now one of the people that we continue for talk about issues that we get for do with social justice and issues that we get for do with society. And drugs now one way don't they affect Salon as a country. Thomas, let me go back to over the weekend. We see the international media carry out a news where they say the Dubai government extradite two individuals actually. The one allegedly then say na in-law to Bello Jos and then catch him with Salon diplomatic passports, according to the reports where they out na the international media. From Sunday to now, as a government, up till now, they not before come out it with a position for clearly denying say this particular individual wouldn't catch, he gets Salon diplomatic passports. Firstly, as a journalist, you disappointed?
As a citizen, I'm disappointed. Because before ever you become a journalist, you must be a citizen of a country. As a journalist, I think it's an embarrassment to Sierra Leone. It was on Saturday that we see the media in Turkey, particularly AD, reports on the arrest of 2 people, Abu Bakr Al-Fustan and Bello Jos, immediate brother. Abu Bakr, according to the report, Abu Bakr they don't live in Turkey. In fact, they don't arrest them in Turkey. They don't charge them in court. For them, the judge will be handle that matter, being given soft punishment. The Turkish government be investigate and find out say the judge been take over $800,000 bribe and let them go. In the report, the newspaper or the media also report say in the possession of Abu Bakar, they find documents, Sierra Leone diplomatic passport. Say na in fen, so the report state. That was very shocking because the diplomatic passport, there is a process of getting diplomatic passport. And not less a person they give the diplomatic passport than the president of the country. It is the president of Sierra Leone whose signature is on the diplomatic passport. I think this issue, if we don't discuss them in a way where we would need for begin for explain to people, and most times the kind way we would give diplomatic passport. This is not ordinary passport. It's not service book. This now a diplomatic passport where they forgive to somebody we get high probity. That means they forget high integrity. But the president, they give this diplomatic passport on the recommendation of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It's on the recommendation of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that then they vet. It's of Foreign Affairs that they vet the person. The request they come out from the secretary to the president. They go to them, say, "Una vet this person. Una check them whether it fits." The Director of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs now responsibility for check if this person has so of kind the caliber, if this person has so a person will forgive with diplomatic passport. Then they can recommend to the presidency, yes, this person is of high probity una give this diplomatic passport. And the president and his signature, that's the greatest embarrassment to the presidency. That maybe due diligence not ever be done. They not do due diligence. They just recommend it to the presidency, give Abu Bakar and give. And unfortunately for we, during this arrest, one of the documents they would have found with Abu Bakar, a Sierra Leone diplomatic passport. Not that the government no respond. The government respond, tacitly accepting, yes, indeed, this passport is in the hand of the wrong person. They set up, they said they do thorough investigation. That's what they said. That they were doing through the Ministry of, through the Sierra Leone Immigration Department, that they do a thorough investigation for know who that give this advice, who that vet this person for them get this passport. And then they holistically do an investigation on with diplomatic passports. Then. Maybe it will be shocking to know that me a small investigation what I don't do about diplomatic passports. You see people and they grab one money. They say they're a consular for Sabia, country with Sierra Leone, just to get the diplomatic passport and to get diplomatic advantages. These are business people. They don't want for pay tax. Then go bring Mutoka either under the consular and later sell them to themselves. Then go bring goods either under the consulate and sell. And these are countries that will not ever see opportunities for Sierra Leone. And they have opportunities. Countries in Eastern Europe, they have huge opportunities, particularly educational opportunities for go do PhD, for go do masters. And they're for third world countries. But we have all of these consular. There was a consular where they remove, say, to consular will be Turkish government don't get embassy now. You know what he did? To have these diplomatic passports, he let them make a consular of Turkey, Nabo City. Ask if this person gets an office in Bo. Just because he wants the diplomatic passport, he wants to hide behind it. There are several privileges you would have. And we governments get for look at this investigation holistically.
For the bio-led administration, we sabi with investigation. Because not to the first thing, this then say then they do investigation.
I want Candy.
The most recent one get for do with Umar Sharif.
You know, with
IG said that they do investigation. This Kush business, the way it starts, in fact, they even set up a committee, a task force. Up till now,
I want Candy. Unfortunately for we investigate they serve as a whitewash mechanism. Where you would whitewash the problem. You know, you paint whitewash, not that they cover the place for a very long time as rain meet and so they wash back. So we always whitewash this problem na salon. Now that we investigation maker. And particularly when government can want for like say, let we close this the talk number beaucoup. Then go just say we they set up an investigation. You rightly mentioned. You rightly I think it's a political strategy for them. That let we just say they do investigation, this old noise goes, this old talk go stop. Now you look at Umar Sharif you mentioned. That was another embarrassment to Sierra Leone, and particularly we get to government, we say they travel for go clean the image of this country, for market this country. It's like you market the country at the end of this, like one step forward, 2 steps backward. We work in Al Jazeera now money. We see Al Jazeera is one of the biggest global media in the world. We see Sierra Leone for the wrong reason. The biggest newspaper in Europe, in Germany, we see Sierra Leone for the wrong reason. That Bolo Jos is in Sierra Leone, Europe's most wanted drug lord. It's very troublesome. And what the police could tell us is that somebody that will look like Bolo Jos, we look like Bolo Jos. But this person, na Umar Sharif. Ugawan Parebu say if you look for wit man, you not see wit man, you see juice. You don't laugh us. Say you see the wit man. If that person ain't look like Bolo Jos, all of us. Say Bolo Jos come on. Then I'll create Parebu simple one.
But the amazing thing,
then land on this. Then we see a journalist we come from Holland, an investigative journalist. Where I think the police have for happy that a journalist can unearth this thing. Then get accreditation, the Ministry of Information and Communication get accreditation for practice na salon. These journalists go na 2 seasons guest house. Usa we made for understanding that this Umar Sharif buy for go by toke. And they stay. This lady good for go investigate. The police arrest this lady like say, not just the police, the Office of National Security, like say a terrorist, with a local journalist being the Uta, Joseph. They arrest them like I say they're a terrorist. Then all the stop there, all the information where the lady don't get that, where they in gadget. Up till now, the police don't give the lady the gadget. It destroyed everything. I happen for be one of the lawyers that will represent the lady for be a friend of mine. We tell me how disturbing this thing was. You know, you come out there, you can't as usually say kush. Kush is a synthetic drug. There is a global organized crime report on Sierra Leone where they pinpoint Sierra Leone is the center of kush in West Africa. And how kush they come out, they go Liberia, they go Guinea, they go Gambia, they go up to Guinea-Bissau from Sierra Leone. And for backup the report, and we don't see several reports, including in Nigeria, where in Sierra Leoneans were arrested with kush contraband. In Guinea, one of the reasons where the Guinean president say Sierra Leone they only the WAF for commodity. Kush. We listen to the then ambassador. We go talk to the people on social media. When I left for the sell this, not knowing that in your vehicle, then they use them for 2 drugs. Unfortunately, the ambassador vehicle, the utility vehicle of the embassy, was caught with contraband. That's another serious damage to this midway. We always fly for go make. You know? So there is this problem about the police and investigation. And when it comes to kush, I know they just blame police. Are they blame from the community level? Take them up. We know those who are the kush is an organized crime. You get the production, you get the one that with the distributors, you get the one that with the sell in the community. At the community, we know them. We fail for do we job at community level as parents. In fact, some of the parents and I don't in a community where some of the parents and they even when they say this person they sell kush and they say then they jealous them picking because if they bill house, you don't get money. Some of the parents and they defend.
Thomas, it's possible for political will help fund eradication
yes,
of drugs.
Right now there is I give you example in Liberia. Not so far from Sierra Leone. 3 months ago, the women of Liberia, they demonstrated, they protested, and see them picking them. Kush to that they're useless. Me, I've been in a class with lots of people, what they see now, what they cry. I can just pray and say, Papa God, who don't begin born at this country? We don't know what thing will come after Kush for we don't picking them. And Kush they target just the poor. You say that the poor man picking. Even the rich man picking the target. Even some of these ministers, where then they some of these people, them picking them. Yeah. They're affected by it. So the women of Liberia, they come out. Then tell the president, say, we are tired of this thing. The president therefore do a restructuring of the National Drug Law Agency in Liberia. Here in Sierra Leone, our chairman, the Drug Law Agency chairman, was seen in a video with Bolo Joss in a party, and he's still chairman of Drug Law Agency. In Sierra Leone, you all see the video, it was on social media. In Liberia, President Bwakai, restructure, sack the deputy, because he thinks they undermine the fight. Now, Liberia, they are very, very robust for tackle this kush. Then they border them. In fact, any vehicle where they go, then they search and thoroughly, to the point that lots of Sierra Leoneans, they see recent reports in Liberia, most Sierra Leoneans vehicle where they go, then they catch them, catch their drugs. Even side the drugs don't go, they don't hide, then they go and pull at them. Here in Sierra Leone, it is different. First of all, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, when you talk to them, they say they are under-resourced. Kush is, I don't talk here. Say if President Bio not careful with this kush, it will be a most glaring legacy where they go. Who would they pass the street to remember who see one kush but say, hey, now President Bio in Temu, now this kush come. That's the most glaring. I don't mean saying now the most glaring legacy, and unfortunately is on the negative side. So a need for show some amount of political will say this. Yeah, because that's our this a need for Donham. It's not just by showing political will, it's not just by setting.
Come from
it's not just by
because declare this as a national emergency. We still listen for the go worse instead of the issue they minimize.
You cannot declare something as a national emergency, then the agency will be responsible, they are under resource. They are the biggest rehabilitation centers. They not get, they just mount tools or facilitative mechanism they get. They don't get any. If you say you don't declare something of national, that means it's of prime importance to the country. So because it's of prime importance, you need for getting the resources. For me, I think say first, if you want first fet this drug, the chairman where they see that video na that birthday party of Bolo Joss, you for relieve them off the duty. Because even international agencies will go on for support drug fight. With that kind of chairman, they can't support it. They can't support it. Because they see him, you not go deny something to him.
Thomas, apart from the political will, where you and the Reverend believe say no they in the fight against these drugs na salon, let we look at the seriousness. President Bio, as the president of the country, just don't make very important comparison with President Bwakai of Liberia, the measures and the steps the way it take. People, the woman, then come out in the street, stage a protest because them picking and life them, they be wasted from this particular substance where they believe say na from salon they come out, it go inside the country and evidence then they because they don't catch motor car they come out from salon, they don't catch individual Sierra Leonean citizens them where they try for smuggle these drugs go inside the country. But the silence of President Bio, now one way many people don't they question say, why is it not coming out for let it say something to the people of Sierra Leone, especially tending like this, where fingers they point at in family members them, fingers they point at say this bello just a day in a relationship with a girl picking.
Well, the relationship, anybody can fall in love. And I love, I don't want to go into it, it's personal. But the fact of the matter is, it's been implicated. Somebody like that, the police say they look alike Bello Jos, should have been comprehended, apprehended, investigated. Let we know if not to the real Bello Jos. Even there to the general launcher, we say the extradition order from Netherlands has been made. In fact, the Netherlands Minister of Justice, they were certain. If you watch on television at that time, they were certain that this is Bolojos. They bring all of these pictures, the church service. It was the church service in December. And the government explanation, the president went to a church service, anybody can go to that church service. That first three row mean a Christian. We get important personality like president. That first three row. The president, the count, and entourage. Not just ordinary people in the sit on the row. And this also discrimination. You must give respect to whom it is due. So in the church, in the mosque, they often do that. So that first three pew, and Bolo just was in the third pew with the daughter of the president. So that explanation with the Minister of Information, Gina BBC, it's a church. No, that's explanation, not Uluwata. For me, I think at this point, the government should be serious, come out plainly and tell me whether, first of all, we want to know if Bolo Jos is still in Sierra Leone.
But when you ask them, especially for example, the president's spokesman, Odo Hostana several times, he said, sabi Bello Jos, no butter, one day eri butter. Even the police spokesman, we Hostana, in fact, it was very heated. He said, sabi, they all they deny now, say they not sabi who said this person.
Umar Sherif, they not sabi.
They not sabi.
Una call like Umar Sherif.
Of course, now that they ask us, say, where Umar Sherif? They say they not sabi.
No, you see,
in fact, the president's spokesman say, not ever say out here.
Well, we are not expecting for say out here, but to say that you know ever a rebutter.
You say no rebutter.
It's somehow disingenuous to the people of this country. Because it was on international media, we discuss it, newspaper, they write them. You get your station, they will all talk about her. So say, as presidential spokesman, you never agree, but that is disingenuous to the people of this country. But I think, say, if we seriously, my sister, them, mama, then papa, then we don't die. But then they see them picking in the sign status. Mothers are crying every day. This is the first time I have seen women. They are crying. They are moving church to church. They pray for them picking them. Some mama don't do everything way for you. Some mama don't sell everything. I know of a husband and a wife. Where the wife then at the house with the picking them. For this same thing, the husband sell the house. The wife then a treat. It is very, very sad that the World Bank recently don't produce a report that Africa, the population, this demographic dividend will get. When they say you get demographic dividend, you get a certain percentage of your population. We active, we go able to bring money. Now we young people there. Who get in this country? But what happen? We don't tell them to nothing toy. They are sleeping and slumbering every day, every moment. They are not engaged in useful activities. We go able for bring, because when you get a buoyant young people, active young people, they actually bring dividend to the economy. But with this kind of state where they go, it will reach to a point that, remember where Africa mineral has been come, don't mind it. Temka will not be get skillful miners, the skill that we need. Will not be get that. Then get for go Ghana. Now we have this youth bulge. We not they try for put into them the 21st century skill. Rather, we they render them useless to this thing within they call Kush. And Kush, a global report, as I say, don't identify. But again, we also get for talk to the country them. Who say some of them here they come up because inside this global report, some of these the mechanism where they take make Kush, according to the global report, it come out now Holland, the Netherlands, the same Netherlands. It come out now England. We go say that they colonize we. And they come out now China. These are the 3 countries where they mention in this global report. So these ingredients they come out when they can mix and asalo. I think NSSF will get diplomatic relationship with some of them. Sierra Leone and the way they say then they count some things then they get for they watch them. And recently we don't see side now the port also then they try they don't catch they catch people out they count tramadol. I see they catch an Indian. Loads of containers of tramadol. It's not just the Kush. Perhaps the Kush is the most visible. But the tramadol, even the intelligence that society that's alone, the one who they call the elite, then they take her. Somehow you tell her what they take her for, you say, I want for do that the business. Someone go tell you that, but me no know side the right pan see. Me no say you get tablet away if that for do business, if you have for do business. But tramadol, man, some man they take, you know, they able for do anything. Just look at most of we the go na there Okada gone. You go see tramadol packet. Go na university campuses. You go see tramadol ecstasy packet. We are just focusing on this Kush. But it is more to it. So it's not surprising that young people they die every day at 20, 30, 40, 35. Because you they take drug away and yes.
Ask the question about how serious are authorities for ensuring we curb this particular epidemic now? Because when we talk about the seriousness, we don't make mention several times of President's bill need for do more. We see a new video we pop up yesterday where they go viral now from the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Singapore Solomon Thomas. Where for him the way how they explain at the video, then seem for the blame the media like we they make the thing the fever like one kind way it not be. Let me just watch the clip quickly of Honorable Solomon Singapore Thomas when at the Speaker of Parliament. Then we can talk again about the seriousness of authorities them for curb this particular menace we get for do with drugs. Let me just watch the clip.
That the level at which we are propagating Sierra Leone as a drug nation is not like that. It's not like that. That level, the level at which this nation is propagating Sierra Leone, the level at which citizens are propagating this nation as a drug nation, it's not like that. But it is unfortunate. People we have very high respect for in this nation are the ones taking the lead. They are the ones taking the lead. I don't even want to point to certain nations, our neighbors, the things that are happening in countries, neighboring countries, the things that are happening. You can't even begin to compare Sierra Leone to such nations. Not even 1/10. But you don't see that anywhere. You don't even hear that anywhere. But the moment the other day somebody was saying, hey, they got some people there. So. We are the ones destroying this nation. We the very politicians. For political reasons, we are the very ones destroying this nation. And why are we doing this? Why are we actually doing this? Why are we doing this? Sometimes, you know, in any state, you have some bad people, of course. You have bad people. You have foreigners that will come to any state in the world and commit crimes. You go to America, it's happening there. You go to England, it's happening there. You go anywhere in the world. You have bad people that will come to nations. You have citizens that are just bad. But why do we paint Sierra Leone as the worst nation on earth? Why? And yet we want investors to come. We want jobs to be created by people. We want people to spend their money in Sierra Leone. Why are we doing this? Who has bewitched this nation? Who has bewitched this nation?
All right, welcome back. It's still a Waji Breakfast Show. That's not the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Singapore Solomon Thomas, as he be the talking up the well of Parliament. That just come over to you, Thomas, again.
Me highlight from the video from the Speaker of Parliament, where they ask, say, Uda which the nation? So Uda reach to the point, so leader in the field say, where bad things and they happen, now which? Like, and even they accuse say people and they emphasize, like, if they try for say waiting with the media the reports, not to say they happen.
Well,
no.
for me, I think say the question of who has bewitched the nation is a spiritual question. Maybe everyone go answer. I think there is I think it is in Israel when I think it was David also who asked who has bewitched you. So I think maybe a boy would have lived there from the Bible. So I think it's spiritual. But to be honest, I think we have to talk about which is the more. I don't know if as speaker, if they go on the streets, if they pass, maybe sometimes he can just use say get a siren where they blow before him for going to parliament. Maybe he can just pass, they look. Mr. Speaker, for the look, go na lonely. Look na lonely. Go na bombe one time. Go see for yourself.
But I said the issue not serious as to the propagator.
If you're not serious as to the propagator, the president in April 2024 not for declare a state of emergency. He's cut off from reality. He's cut off from reality. He can just deny motocar the pass. They stop by. Stop na the major junctions, major centers of Freetown. Just Freetown. And this is not just the only in Freetown. Maybe let go na Banff. Usai they represent. Usai he come out as member of parliament in Banff. Let go there and see. This thing is everywhere in Sierra Leone. And we go talk because there is a global initiative, organized crime report on Kush, where pinpointed Sierra Leone, not just Sierra Leone and Duamu, now the world Duamu. Say Sierra Leone is epicenter of Kush. Mr. Speaker, I love talk about that. We go talk. We get for talk, people get for talk, and there is no way you go stop people from talking it. Section 25 of the 19th, and a still speaker and lawyer. If you know that, if you think say would they exaggerate them, respond to them. Not for just say we nation, we don't give it. We not give it. I don't think say anybody go bring comfort to anybody for deliberately bring this nation down.
This na parliament where we expect say get all the powers it take for make laws.
In fact,
where perhaps for take action against the one that we involve pandrogs.
In fact,
now the parliament this way for someone the one that way they feel say now people them way people on the suspect say they and the pandrogs. If we hear such statement from the speaker of this
parliament where such
should
situation
people be hopeful say Salon go get over this?
Another parliament where such situation happen, the speaker of parliament, they summon the head of the police, summon the head of the drug law agency. They say drug law agency no get money. Summon the minister of finance. Can I explain why you not give these people any money? The rehabilitation center no get money. Why you not give them money for them? So the speaker, I think, as for me, I think the best way to describe his statement is that he's cut off from reality. Just because maybe they na land Kusa Jeep, they pass, they step down. They see the young people that have been affected. Let the speaker go around na Freetown, go na Kisi Road, go na Wellington, go Calabato. Everywhere, go Waterloo, maybe where you get for go, if you get for go na the provinces in Banff, stop na Waterloo. On Nabo, in Kono, The youth them, as at yesterday, organize themselves now. Say no, anybody where they sell and now they pull them. Come, let the speaker go. Let go and see. Not of us just come and speak and talk against people the way they try for proper. The media they doing rule. The whole what they do. And for bringing account to let government take action. We don't talk about until government not set up, don't declare a state of emergency. We talk about government set up a task force. Now we talk about time for let government empower the National Drug Law Agency. We also they talk about time for let government ensure say the police then be effective for tackle this.
So the police themselves, don't they see them video? Then they take the drug.
Thank you. It's all over the place. I said the drug is all over, not just kush. Tramadol is all over the place. Even at the big office team. I know of one office where the person now the CCTV camera and catcher where they smoke. Unfortunately, then you leave them off in duty.
I not bring in Reverend.
Yesterday we engaged the Inspector General of Police together with the Minister of Internal Affairs. And one of the issues we raised with the Inspector General of Police, the behavior of some of the police officers. What they talk about, that they see them, kush centers, then they take the kush. People do not talk about incident wearing, policeman get go on their hand, himself they sleep by himself. But the IG make it very clear to we say the police, zero tolerance to drugs taken by any police officer. It's terrible instances who say they don't dismiss police officers. If they do an investigation, not even the quantity where you get, even a single one they see that you are being dismissed. When they talk about the political will, the other two we raised with them yesterday was the sincerity of purpose. Very, very important. One of the things where the minister said to we and the IG, they come to the Interreligious Council for partnership. And if we come to we for partnership, now for sure say the issue don't pass mark. That is why you want the Interreligious Council, when a formidable institution, we get the voice across the country, where people highly respect, and they get the capacity for able to talk to them, people that make it come to them. So meanwhile, for appeal to them within the authority. Even if we don't believe in what is happening, we don't need for kind of public and talk like the way the speaker they talk. Because it discourage other people that we want to do this work and say, well, people they say, no problem, no day. Why do we want to talk about it? Also in that meeting, it came out very clearly say the Drug Enforcement Agency under supported. The guy will represent Chief Jaya Kakai, with the director, make it very clear to we say they get some challenges. And some members of the Interreligious Council don't visit the Drug Enforcement Agency. And there's a prescribed say that particular agency they not get enough resources. They not get vehicle, they not get way for go get people already in a ticket and all that kind of thing there. So we really think say the issue is there. Let we emphasize the sincerity of them. And let we call everybody for come on board. When we all be agree say Ebola the kill, we all time we oja, we feta, it don't.
Could that be one of the problems? Because people like the speaker in parliament not believe say the problem they like how some people they describe them make it a worse. Could that be one of the problems?
No, I can't say that because it just talk of late. Maybe this statement come this week. But before now, the fight been on the day. You know, I'm not going to say that because of that, because of his statement, because he just talked now. And
no, but if there were an authority, we're supposed to take certain actions.
Haven't listened to
not
him now.
Realize that there is a problem where they in that kind of magnitude where people they discuss them. Then it possibly be a problem there for like accept first before you're ready for work for like you reduce them.
Before his statement, I go say no, that was not a reason. But now that he has spoken, I go say it could be a reason for kill other people in spirit. And that is why as leaders, it's not fine for what we talk now, start to think them openly. Over no time for talk up. Because if you say this, and the other people that way they go to other people and say, this is a serious challenge, let me fight them, they will say it in there.
So you believe, say, that particular statements they coming from the speaker at a time like this, where videos that they out, how young people in life them they be wasted, some man they die. Listening to the council statistics of young people and they beg every day from Kush. You believe say that statement the way the speaker make it be unfortunate?
I'm not going to use the word unfortunate, but I'm going to say, I don't mean expect to say it will see him at this time because it will undermine the fight with the fight against Kush. It will really, really undermine the fight with the fight against Kush. I don't expect us to go say that at this point in time. But again, as I say, is human. Like Thomas Dixon to say, he may be caught out of reality. He don't know exactly what's in the happen on ground. As I tell you, say we go to this meeting, woman, then they cry, literally they cry.
But he's in Freetown, he's in Sierra Leone,
Yeah.
like a leader. Just like what Dixon say,
I don't think I don't think he's walking on the street. I really don't think he's. I don't ever see speak. Anytime we don't see him, 1 or 2 times I don't see him at a church meeting.
But Reverend,
yes,
you don't need for working on the streets for letting you know the reality. With the era of social media now,
some man don't believe in social media, but some people don't believe in social media.
He said that in the full speech that he don't believe in social media.
Yes, some man don't believe in social media.
That's what he said. When he started, he said he don't believe in social media.
So whatever go on social media, they don't believe and they make it what they say. So what we are saying in this studio today, me want for speak to the Speaker of Parliament. They make it realize, say, this matter, it is true and it is happening. If they exaggerate them or not is a different level. But I don't want to let we cry down the journalists, them, the media houses. If they're not talking about them, then Boboya will still go on that corner. No one will go take action about them. So even the Inspector General of Police, in the discussion yesterday, it challenged me as Interreligious Council. Now we encourage the president for make the fast track then court here. Law put pressure on the judiciary. Make the fast track the cases are where they get. So that if they fast track the cases, they find people guilty, we like what prescribed to them say, then jail them, they confiscate them property, people they go afraid. Other secret will come out yesterday, like where Dixon they talk. But this tramadol. You know the pharmacies right now they get issues among themselves. Then pharmacy where they sell tramadol, when a legal drug, and now they sell genuine drugs they were prescribed by the state. Then they do better sales now. Then when they do tramadol and they sell more money, pass the one they sell. We got the pharmacy board. What are they doing about this? So these are all the issues. When we talk about government in proactiveness or the political will not be, for me it's not just about looking at President Bill, but at the structures where he put in place, where they're supposed to investigate and do this work. Now I know they do them. So at the end of the day, the bulk of the matter goes back to him because he's the president of the country. But don't forget he's one man. He can't be everywhere. Yeah. And where he's seated for me at the Sierra, he is in a cage. And very few people have access to him. And only those who have access to him, and then they tell him what they want to tell him. And what they tell him, they believe. Because not get time for go and treat for go watch. Trust them with the responsibility for help them. So for me, I think say, I don't know how government operate, I'm not a politician. If there is a group where they appoint the ministers here, where they appoint the agencies here, let them go back and investigate them. And watch them and see. Any someone find out they're not doing a good job, change them. No need them for keep people in the office where they perform. They bring bad name to you, they bring bad name to the country.
Coming from a religious background, the speaker they ask, I don't know if they don't bewitch Salon.
Well, that one day, in personal perception, some people that witch this country. As far as me know, the Bible tells me, say, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. And I also believe, say, there are pastors and imams when they pray for this country, then they every day, then they pray and fast and confess the sins of this nation and ask God for forgiveness. I know, say, God they forgive Sierra Leone because of them prayers that day. But what did happen? Now with attitude. Now with attitude. We don't want for listen. And the other thing was what they said, there are people who in this country who think, say, they clever past everybody waiting at the country. Now they no more get sense. If you not listen to them, you're not able to survive. Now when you listen to them, they talk, they're not the truth. Even when you talk something else, it is not working for you, it's not working for them. So really the issue of sincerity is very, very important. Like when we turn to the Minister of Internal Affairs and agree with we. Because if we're not sincere and accept the fact on the ground, there's no way we can fight it. So me, I want to appeal to Sierra Leoneans, let we continue to do we job. If there are religious leaders listening to this message from the Speaker of Parliament, I don't want for let that one day serve as something will discourage we. Because from we meeting yesterday, we don't set with structures in place. We agree to some of the accusations they get that we have been very moderate. We know that. And that is why sometime in November last year, before the end of the year, we went to a secret place and we had what we call a strategic plan of the Interreligious Council, where we went and examined ourselves and say, what is happening? Where have we gone wrong? Why are we quiet? What can we do? And I'm sure after we launch the strategic plan, we'll come back. We have done a lot of issues.
As you self don't acknowledge, say, people don't they blame una say una quiet.
Yes.
I sure say una go don't they read the questions from the general public.
Yes.
Because the public be they see una as moral guarantor, especially tenant like this with difficulties in the country. And also other people don't they accuse una say una and then a government mouth.
That one I would deny completely. We have not done any government mouth. No government official no day we don't come bribe me, which you don't hire. I don't think I will take that. No government official no will go to Archbishop Tambachas for bribe him where I think they go to accept that one day, or Laji Mutada, or any member of the executive committee. The thing I know about Sierra Leoneans and institutions, when things they happen, they expect a particular group for speak on their behalf. The moment you not do them, people they think say you are that. There is also the situation wherein people don't label people by their names and allocate and attach them to political parties. I am here seated. There are people who say because I'm Reverend Usman Fona, na APC. In fact, the worst of all, when President Nkrumah was president of this country, I was the head of the Wesleyan Church. I was the bishop of the church. So when people see that, they say, this man, na APC fight in the field. There are people in governance where they say that. I'm very much clear in my conscience and I'm not a political party. I had a relationship with the president with a pastor church member relationship. That's all I knew. I don't go party meeting one day. I don't get party ID card. I don't one day where ready pass na treat. I never say outside or why. Worst of all, the people they fail to understand. I was born and bred in Kenema. And I grew up in Kenema. And everything about me, documentation plays about na Kenema. When did I know the northern region? Na 1982. That's Abi Makeni. All the time I bought from 1965. All I know na the south and the eastern region of the country. So that is what is happening. So when Bishop move, he do something that's this is na SLPP effect. When Laji Mutada do something that's na SLPP effect. But that is not the case. I am saying here to Sierra Leoneans, let us run the system. And we are working. You see, the way we operate, we not to activist them. That when something happen, we cannot see to begin job. We are working behind the scene. Khadija, let's say for example, somebody commit a crime and is arrested. I didn't Paremba. And we think that human rights have been infringed. And the Interreligious Council want to make sure say that person is being released. We cannot television with the blast. What did this day happen? The government will go on the defense. So what we do what we call constructive engagement. When issues happen, we engage people and constructively we talk to them. All the crises we happen in this country around the election, we went around to every institution in this country. We went to Parliament, we went to the judiciary, we went to the APC, we went to the SLPP. We talked to every group of officers concerned. But maybe one of the side will go wrong, and the fact that we do not come back to the public, and maybe in a radio or a television, and tell people what we are doing. And because of that, the people say we are quiet. But we have never been quiet. We have never let go any two things that we need for do. We all see what happen when we come up on the abortion bill. We're all out there, we're all speaking for it. Any issue of importance that this country will address them. See what things are not right. When they do press releases, we don't say it is not enough. We are not saying we have reached there. We'll not reach there yet. But also, I want to make the Sierra Leoneans they know say, that period when they talk about the effectiveness of the Interreligious Council, they move there, they do this, they do that. Now, because the organization, internationally, are part of a global organization where they call Religions for Peace. First, it was called World Conference on Religion and Peace. Then in New York, that they the headquarters there. And today, they are over 54 countries. Sierra Leone are the 34th chapter of that institution there. So when Interreligious Council be found, this was the institution where they support the Interreligious Council during the war move them from here to there, support them with things the way they need for do the work. So they were active and do all the things that they can do. When President Kaba pronounced Sierra Leone as war-free zone, the war done. The people that think say there are other countries in the world within conflict, they went to them. And they left Sierra Leone. From that period to now, Khadija, there is no institution that is supporting the Interreligious Council of Sierra Leone. All that is happening in the council, the more of volunteerism and love for this nation. The vehicle I used before 2 months ago is my personal vehicle. Let me they buy fuel. Let me they go to the office. When I call my executive committee to come to meeting, they pay transport on their own. They come water, they will give them water for drink. Then they pay transport cap. So sometimes the way certain things happen, you want for galvanize people. It's difficult for them because they come, they don't say they are coming for nothing and nothing is going to happen. I'm not saying they are demanding it. But then they try, and therefore they commend them for the little effort that they do. Now, they work with government. Through the office of the chief minister, 2 months ago, UNDP Rangui, at least a very fine second-hand vehicle what they use right now. Right? So please, we are trying and we'll continue for do more, for make sure the Sierra Leoneans don't say the purpose for which we are established, the Interreligious Council is doing it.
All right, Reverend. Now come to you, Dixon. In this whole drug, cocaine, kush, harboring a drug lord in the country, then conversation there, the media don't they get them extensively. Don't they bring different people? One of the people who don't they bring but inside this week, we see a U-turn. Most people believe say na kush they fight back because an attack on journalists, it means say now a problem for we all as journalists them. So yesterday we asked a question, also I'll get another colleague now, journalist, we even talked to the Secretary General of SLAJ, say if now distraction or na intimidation tactics, because we see also our colleague Amadou Lamranaba receive threats from Admiral Bio and his husband say they go beat him. Although yesterday I see again the husband pull another video disclaimer say he not go do anything to the brother. Any words?
I think say the media always, when things go bad, when you try for time out, you get people who then go be aggrieved. But in waiting, political scientists then call deliberative democracy, the media always get for bring issues where people then get for deliberate critical issues, sometimes creative ones, for the people then talk about them. So now that role they will do, and we brought that in role we been do, if we lead to the abuses, the assault, the threat of assault, a lot of abuses. It's simply give an instance in say police we don't go investigate Admiral Bio, which is true. They went to the house of Admiral Bio, they searched. That's police been pulled press release. Well, according to Admiral Bio, they not been pulled press release prior to the search. It was in the process of the search. But in civil libel law, when the truth is even half true, not true. If the truth not half true, the fact of the matter is police went to the house of Admiral Bio. They searched their house. That's a fact. You cannot change that. Whether or not police find anything of importance is another aspect which the police say they don't find. So that's what the border raised. If you really think, say, that is disturbing for you, you could call the brother and or the media house and say, I want to get me inside. Yeah. Simple. When he not allow you now forget your side, then you can go now. Perhaps you can at liberty say, I want to talk on this. That man not allow me. You understand? But to sit, I think it only happen. Me self don't fall victim of that. People and but sometimes me where you cost me, you say me come outside born. And you want me na fisherman picking. You know, they send we say they na would cost. So I'm not used to that. So you cost, you talk, no go. And I think say Lamran Abbasef is a very strong journalist. He has gone through a lot. And he not used to that. So that now they move him. So I think that should be the thing if I don't do. Let us sit down and let us talk. Let me talk to the people of this country. But begin for say all sort of negative words, all sort of words against the journalist. It's an issue. The issue of course is serious. Okay, you say fine. You say you are not the you know the one day police will they sabi the one come and talk in a civil manner. I listened to the husband yesterday, and the husband was very civil yesterday. Prior to yesterday, at the background, when we've been they do, it was not civil. Said that they'll get forbid time. And that's a threat. For which I think Lamran Abadongona, the criminal investigation department. So it's up to the CID now. That's a threat. For investigate the threat. And for tell this man now, say, okay, you don't deny, say, you know they beat, say they beat this man. Well, this man, if anything do harm, you are a suspect. So I think, for me, I think this country, we need to talk a lot. Don't talk to ourselves. Let us not fight. When we talk to ourselves, they talk to ourselves. Sometimes the conversation, freedom, as I say on Facebook, freedom na the ability for talk the two-way people, and no one for hearing. Also, freedom na the ability for tolerate the most inconvenient conversation. You for tolerate, and then this freedom of speech will they make me. So, if you're not able for tolerate then critical discussion, then what's in this democracy? If you say you know the political party, then I mean the fact. Because critical thing they for discuss and end up for fact. Critical thing they for talk. This whole issue about democracy is diversity. There is going to be diverse views. Who able for propagate in view na the market center na inge for always day ahead. So if someone about raise that issue, I don't think you should make any threat against in life. And I think say first of all, if really a man really show remorse, the first thing he for do, yes, I will maybe the expecter. He did very well, but if for them apologize on behalf of his wife. Say I apologize to Lamran Abba because psychologically the thing will affect me. As a family, you're picking up. Remember the tell they tell me say I don't cross red line. Psychologically affected my family, affected my life. Recently, where a mining company for me work and can me go to CID, it affected me for saying the truth. So all of these things affect the journalist's ability for operate. And always say one democracy. If we these journalists are not there for all these people in power accountable, for put them in check, there's going to be a problem. This whole democracy, not of essence. Journalism is the cornerstone of democracy. The whole democracy what they talk. In Trump today, Trump is the president of all in policy. You have media houses that when they talk. Then they talk. People, they talk. You have to talk. We are not in a state, an autocratic state or a military dictatorship state. This is not a democratic state. And somebody talk within the limit of the law. If you think say don't go otherwise, there is a civil libel law. There is IMC there. Go and go seek redress. Or maybe you go say I know one for seek redress, that can get me, you see. For me, I just think say the whole thing, if I were admire, I know they even respond. Because the man not say they do drugs. He mentioned an instance. And that instance not true. Say police search you us. Although they not find nothing wanting. It's true. And even if they come out safe, let's say you want to respond on social media. Now you're right. But not begin cause. Talk say I read this but like make correction. You do am civil. Gently. You make the correction where you want for make. So for me, I think say it's very important. And quickly before Reverend come in, they talk about something where people in a salon. We always think saying a certain people or certain institution for do them bidding. And that's the problem. The Interreligious Council is a religious institution. And I'm sure they have their own ethical codes and how then they do engagement. There are certain political party or politicians where they don't feel, hey, Interreligious Council not do this, Interreligious Council not do this. You failed and you want Interreligious Council to come in. For go talk. So even some people and they will even want the how then they cost na social media. Na so reverend and imam them for the cost. That is their own free speech. Free speech not to for cause. Not to hate speech. Free speech not to for develop it. As you rightly say, people in this country, sadly, they align people according to their surnames. Hey, this one na Bangura, this na Dixon. Na so it is. Some of us, we talk against the APC. We will not talk against them. We bring out critical issues because we want them to be a better government. We bring out critical issues on the SLPP. We want them to be a better government. If we not bring them critical issues, they tell Okana television, they can't praise. Hey, that's why they don't do this. Then there's a problem. But when we come out, even despite the things that we do good, we're not journalists them. Not so we business for can see. Anytime you see journalists they pressing, we call them in media studies PR. That's where them pay for. If you see a can begin praise, not just saying a bad thing in journalism, then pay me for them. If I put on my paper, then pay me for them. The only thing I have to do is for make people know say this thing na a supplementary article and that's something when I paid for. So for me, I think say let we learn for let we discuss at this country in a civil manner. Former President Kababin tell we. He say Jojo. That means say for let we talk to we self. However, discomfort in the conversation be let we talk to we say it better pass. Let we go na bush. We go take gun or cutlass for faith.
Yeah, I don't want to end this conversation. At least we'll not tell the public what you want to do henceforth in the fight. I don't just want to kind of talk about what don't happen and how we feel for blame people, that kind of stuff. After we engaged with the minister and the Inspector General of Police yesterday, we take a resolution for the following. First, we'll tell us the one forget an MOU with them, where we were able to put an understanding of what you expect of them, what you expect of we. Don't not begin to walk to my back, they begin say, oh, they don't begin to talk, the journalists, they begin blame we. Let me go tell us what sincerity of purpose. If you want partnership with we, give me the free hand for do what you want for do. So I don't tell them, say, we need an MOU. Next week, then we'll send a group of people for Academy office. They'll develop an MOU on which it will be their responsibility, and we know your responsibility and the things that we need to do together. We get one of our colleagues, when Pastor Gobe is now a late man, he began the rehabilitation center and grafting, where they vandalize them, burn them. So now in daughter, they struggle now for bring and come up. Was the thing say we foresee how we're able for rehabilitate one day and get interreligious council, get people in there for do counseling. There were a way they make people in the smoke and chuck. Now convenient, the we take the guy says we take the brave. Now also use the Bible and the Quran for counteract some of the information and they. We did think about the possibility of making interreligious councils get a rehabilitation center where they will establish on their own and get religious leaders they for able to do this work. We also the plan for put together a group of theologians, both Muslims and Christian theological leaders, for bring out certain messages on drugs for and against, where make sure they will be able for use that for teach people there. They will put small document them together, verses in the Quran and the Bible. And then we key leaders the way they interview with the people them, we train them, educate them, and get that document where they go for pass on to them. We not only one for them at church and mosques for teach, we also want for make sure say we go to the communities where these guys are for reach them and able for help them to understand. Clearly also we tell them, we got schools, we have Christian schools and Muslim schools. Of course, over 90% of the schools that this country that religious institution get them. We say we will give them the freedom, make them introduce in the curriculum the dangers of drugs, right from the junior secondary school to go up, so that then people go for exactly the effects of it. So as a council, these are some of the things that we have planned to do, so that we will put with voice for fight this drug, like we'll fight Ebola, like we'll fight Corona waker into the country, so that Mabel and Khadija not go say again, we have been moderate in our approach.
Yeah, Reverend. Not always say una moderate in una approach. You self acknowledge the fact, say una don't they walk behind the scene, but una not come back for tell the public what una they do. Now, how bold una don't be for speak to power, demand action from government, especially tending like this, where the drug conversation very active. how the people go see una for demand action from government, just like how una been come together during the abortion bill. Una be get one interest, speak with one voice. But now, other issues them, una seem for the take una time. How una they come out and speak on their issues then they. Why?
I agree with you. Well, I want to say, yes, we not just speak on them, especially the drug thing. We not come together and speak on them. Just like what they say, when they do the little way before doing at the mosque at the church. Now that people don't see them, we don't see the dangers of them. Who says they don't witness them? That is why we called this meeting yesterday. And I want to assure you, henceforth, we are going to the drain table and revisit the strategy and come out and speak and make sure so we reach the people that we need for reach so that this thing will become a history in the past.
Are you saying going forward, una go come up now as a one force, one religious body where they begin speak to power, or they begin demand government for take action?
We have always
not just be these drug issues,
No.
other issues then the way they affect the lives of citizens.
We have always done that. Maybe like you say, the skilled people not see them or will not come to the public and talk to people. But we've always been speaking truth to power. We'll not get no reason for afraid for speak truth to power. Nobody not go kill we because we speak truth to power. If they kill we self, they not go bury we under their foot. Don't give a bury we say God want for me to bury we. At the end of the day, we don't say the kingdom of heaven will be we own place. We have never stopped and will continue. But yes, if you want a commitment, I can tell you say what we have been doing that we don't let the public know. Now we need for publicize our activities and what they do. So that the public will know say we're not just working behind the scene, but we're doing an effective work.
Reverend, also citizen therefore draw the line between politicking and that of reality of issues like this. Because even when we get that kind of conversation, there are some people just believe say they don't politicize the whole thing we get for do with the fight against drugs. Also for draw the line.
That is the unfortunate thing in this country. Abel. Everything will happen in this country, people they politicize them. There are people who are sitting on the fence, they say, this is SLPP business, but they fit and they're in governance. So if you know they talk about the others, not care about them. When you come up, you speak, they say, they are not there for we, then they're against we. It's an unfortunate situation. To be honest, I really don't know how we will fight over this and how we will come over. Except for say that we continue for preach and tell people they say it is wrong, and we'll continue for pray for Sierra Leoneans, for us be sincere with ourselves and accept people and appreciate them for the work that they do. So that when we support and appreciate them, we all play the little who's supposed to play. Salon will come back together, we'll overcome the challenges we'll get, and then we'll all go enjoy this country.
So it all reached to a time where una think say una for begin take the message now una various church them take the message to the congregation, because just like this week we don't get several conversations on these drugs. We talked to we colleague Melvin, we say it all reached to a point now where comrade and they swear the one day where they bring this particular substance, where they destroy them, picking their life them. You just listen to a clip from the Speaker of Parliament where he believes in a witch that or witch the nation. It don't reach to the point where you feel say honor as religious leader them for take the message at the church.
We have never stopped. I will say yes, they reach to the point. Follow we add more voice and be more proactive. Let people they see we not only they talk but when people go to church, they go to mosques, they really see it is happening. Yes, we will put we house in order, we will challenge we colleague them for we will make sure say we do what is the United States of we, because we are giving that moral responsibility.
Una want to go back and revisit the strategy them where una be used for car on board during the time where the country they battle with Ebola, COVID, because una one of the people will be very instrumental in terms of raising awareness for them sick then day.
Yeah, that's a commitment I'm making. We'll definitely do. And by God in power, after today, una go see the difference. If you don't see and call me back in the studio, I will come back and we'll talk about that.
All right, Dixon. Yeah. We don't listen the commitment from the religious leader then, and it sound very promising. Say themselves go step up now, then go continue for add party prayers them, where he say every day then him pray for the country, they take the message back to the congregation, na church and mosque. We serve as media practitioner them. We get we own role for play. Although don't they see outside the attack, then they come back to we as the media practitioner them. we don't hear the speaker, they give an impression as if now they exaggerate the situation. From a media perspective, who say we dey now? Waiting you feel say we say for do as media people and for continue for send out the message on this drugs issue where the country the battle with.
I think we just need for continue with role as society. The role of being a watchdog, the role of setting the agenda, the role of being a public discourse of setting public discourse fora all over the place so that people can go discuss. So I think we're not for change. Just like and then we've always try to resist people trying to use us for their bidding. You know, this is an interesting country. You know, just maybe the religious council and they do their work and they pray. But again, we can do all of these things, just as Bible says, prayer without work. All of these things we can do it. We can pray from morning to night, every day. We can talk. But if there is no action, then there is a problem. The action by government need for act now. Government need for set up, give the resources to the institution we're responsible. First of all, that institution, they need a whole rehog. Drug in West Africa, not just Sierra Leone. I'm sure the speaker should know that also. That West Africa is being described as a transit hub for drug, narcotic. Not just Sierra Leone, West Africa. Because West Africa is the shortest distance by sea to the America. And I did the Colombian, I did the drug, and they come out and come. So I think the speaker should know that. It's not just Sierra Leone that's been described. Even in Nigeria, I think just yesterday, the president of Nigeria pardoned 70 drug lords. When the media they discuss, say, why you pardon them when they are? So you can't stop the media from discussing some of these issues. Or people, not just the media, the civil society, the religious body, for discuss them. So for me, I think say we not for stop we role, for continue for play watchdog role, or for continue for educate the public. Because again, this old drug stuff, one of the role where the media for play na public education. We need for educate the public, the young people, that not allow them steal your future with drug. You understand? The prayer go there, but they also need public education. I have seen people who are graduates. They are now useless. I have seen people who have been done their final year in a college. They are now useless. And also the states, will not just get for focus as a state, as a people, on the perpetrators, the one that will bring them to here. There are a huge bulk of victims all across the country. We get for see a way where they rehabilitate them, bring them back into society.
But there are no centers.
Well, that is where the prayer alone cannot. What the prayer cannot do. The prayer cannot build centers. The prayer cannot build centers. It is government. Government for take the lead. The Ministry of Social Welfare, the last time, I remember last December, who they rate worst performing ministries. Who put the Ministry of Social Welfare, and undersized that the Ministry of Social Welfare was angry. And I tell the person who called me, I say, look na the streets. So now the duty of government, that is why we have this is a social issue. It's not a religious issue, just a religious issue. The religious issue and the spiritual aspect where pastor and imam go pray. But the actual issue is a social issue. Because the social issue, we need these rehabilitation centers. We need them people here forgetting. We also need the drug. All who say they don't tackle drug. Now two things. The rehabilitation center and law enforcement. All who say they don't tackle drug. So the law need to be enforced. And there should be rehabilitation centers across. That's how they will be able to tackle this drug. If not, we are going from bad to worse. And me no go on. Most of we no go on for the personal street. We see we young people. As I said, there is a recent report talking about Africa, the youth bulge. Now other countries, Other countries, then they invest in the young people and for learn new skills, digital skills. Our own young people are sleeping. And the priority of this government is free education to make people, to develop the human resource base.
And human capital development.
Yes, that human capital development. How can you develop human capital when the humans them, the motor man and self depend take drugs? We agree, not to the president. The president's not there everywhere, not ubiquitous, they everywhere. But there's institutions where supposed for act. Talk about pharmacy board. It's not just about the pharmacy. You get them people how they put that sets, they pass in the street. They all say, Beliat medicine, this as you take blah, blah. All of these things. We not used to grow up in a free tongue where you want medicine. In fact, for let me see pharmacy self is difficult. You get certain pharmacy, Morgan pharmacy. Like they go say, you get certain pharmacy the way they go. Prescription. All of this, we don't see the proliferation of pharmacy in the country. And the pharmacy board will not see how active then they for able to tackle some of these things. So let institutions, we the media will continue to talk, the religious bodies they will continue to pray. But to work perfect, institutions must work.
All right, Dixon. I know say there's a lot to say, and this conversation no go done today. And of course, we Liberty TV we don't prioritize this conversation. We don't look at them from different angles. We not go tired, and that make we journalists them, and we self get a role for play for inform and also raise awareness whenever issues them we get for do with social justice come na the country. Well, we end the conversation now. So many thanks to we two studio guests them this morning. Reverend Jesse Fona from the Interreligious Council and also Thomas Dixon, as always, where issues then can come for give in your opinion and analysis. He can make himself available. Now, a pleasure for getting now. Well, we will continue this conversation now with other programs. Them many thanks to the production team, Musasa Okoma and Samuel Thomas, and they support the production team for this edition of the Breakfast Show reach you. Continue for watch Liberty TV throughout the day. We get plenty human interest content they will be produced for now. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a good day.
All right, until we meet again, Mabel Kabade say have a good day and no attempt drugs.
Mina Yvonne Akisoya, Mayor of Freetown, and I want Rob Mott Lilibit for this proposed plan for divide Freetown into 3 cities. The reason why government give, they say not because of development, they say not because of improving service delivery. I can tell you up front, any city where they, who side we not plan the use of land, you not get land use planning, who side building permits, they're not effective, it go mean to say access will be a problem. And outside access not a problem, you will get challenged with disaster, you will get challenged with emergency access, you will get challenged with sanitation. And let me watch for we self the reality of waiting 45% of we city actually fever.
Me 3 grand picking there with me picking in wealth in mama. They're all not dying at this water crisis because people block the place where the water come, just can't flush the hose. Then 4 die.
People just they build all side. So even this community what this place them when an access wood where vehicle for come. As soon as you the kind side, so you not be access wood. If incidents happen now, vehicle one kind side, ambulance one kind side. Now this community for can collect, let's just say emergency. I wanna feel say that the ambulance go cancel. The president to can go na the main line.
You see who start mapia, motoka no de kaya, bike no de kaya, possible bike de kaya. We try to cool ourselves. This clean salon business. For kind size in able enter. Pass we take the dirty them, go to our side. So don't build at the place.
You see? Then dirty the other way the community people, then they pull front and where they see small rain, where then they twin and then drainage jar. Now then they wash now the streets where we can see. You know, I feel like one time where rain come by Kisi Road, where are the pass. rain come, I see a huge dot in the middle of the street. You know, where because of people don't get that ideology and that mindset, they say, where rain come, then garbage, they only forgot to go and agota, let water wash them. And forget say, now the city, then the dirty. You know, I feel them for the council people on that day because them don't work that morning day. Then where rain come, then come back and can't sweep.
All this are because of planning all day. All man they do so better. Guys, you can look inside, forget the dirty them. For care and gonna do. Some people are not get choice. So you go give them clean, so you clean, so babo. You go left for people and do what's there.
Because they don't say Freetown City Council, holy solely, they facing a council they do road, they facing a council they give building permit, let people and build a road, let people and block us and access road where people want to car for pass or try for kind side for collect people and dot. Not to mayor they in charge of giving building permits. Not to mayor they in charge of making road. We get the SLRSA, we get the Ministry of Lands. When are they in charge of issue those things to people where you know they do them thing and they. If law and order no they all man they go do no more what he wants. Who side salon they go?
Freetown City Council not give up. We still move forward with new sanitation bylaw, and we really expect for see continued improvements because we don't make improvements. Dividing the city, the situation go worse because the Lily money we for go towards service delivery will now go for run the operating cost of 2 additional councils. So let we not fix the wrong problem. The problem we need for fix, now the problem of service delivery. Dividing Freetown, not get for fix now and then.
Term them like this, where politics they shape the future, career they define we path them, and the economy they touch everybody in life.
Big thank you to
One program where they ask the hard question them and also bring the answer them close to you, face to face with the movers and shakers, the voice them will matter, the issue them will count, one time per week, one big name, one big issue, one-on-one on Liberty Online TV. Every Friday, 8 to 9 p.m. with Khadija Bangura. One-on-one, only on Liberty Online TV.
You are watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.